I'm trying to hold this steady. Hi everybody, how's everybody doing? Okay, so I did have a video that I did do yesterday, but for some reason it wouldn't upload. I don't know why. Um Maybe everybody was on social media yesterday because of everything that transpired from Minnesota, right? And the shooting that happened and stuff. I mean, I don't know why it wasn't uploading. I'm just thinking random things that maybe that's why. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of people on YouTube and I don't know. Anyway, it's because it's been a long time since this happened, and I'm like, why isn't it going through? It's not like I'm over an hour, or it was definitely under an hour. And usually when it takes long to upload because something's going on, and then when it's over, it goes right back. But um yeah, so I said I'm just gonna leave it alone, and we'll see where it's at in the morning. And yeah, it was still like 3 more minutes, 3 more minutes, and I'm like, that's what it said last night, like 3 more minutes. And as you know, when that happens, delete it. Don't delete it out of your phone. Always keep your footage, but just reload it, just re-upload it. And that's what I did. And yeah, it went up. So I don't know what happened, but anyway, I did show you a few things that I had gotten from I got some new window cleans. I'll show you that in a little bit. For Valentine's Day. It was more like bakery stuff, and they're up there somewhere. I'll show you in a second. And I did get these little hearts because I was looking for hot sauce because I went to Walmart yesterday, and I had forgotten to get some Frank's hot sauce. That's really good hot sauce, and I forgot to grab it. I got a lot of other little things which you probably saw yesterday, but I forgot to grab that. So I went to Dollar Tree because I could have sworn I seen hot sauce there. They didn't have it. Then I went to the corner store. I said, well, maybe I saw it there, and it wasn't there. And I said, you know what? It was either probably at a different store or at a gas station. And I was tired. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. But I did find these little hearts, even though I have a lot of hearts. But I said, these were cute. And it always comes with the little thingy, which I'm not sure why. But I guess to hang them or whatever. I did find my, what do you call it? My strobe balls, the like New Year's strobe balls. I did find them. I had 3 of them. But anyway, I'm going to use these. Of course, Valentine's Day, I am going to put the strobe balls up after I take down the Christmas tree. I think I mentioned that as well. So I'll be, that's the coffee, and I just had some chicken. Taking it down Saturday. So moving on to more projects, but before I move on to more projects, let me show you what I have already made. I think I'm done with the tier tray. I don't think I'm going to be making any more for that. I think that there's enough on there already. So let me show you. Let me just take a sip of this real quick. Okay. So as you can see, I got my porcelain clay out, so I need to work with that today. I did finish the, what do you call it, the diamond painting. I think I mentioned that as well. That's done. I just have to find a way to box it up and and get the frame and mail it out. This is the new one that I'm going to be doing. She has I think they both have dogs in here. Yeah. And this is the new one I'm going to be doing. I mentioned that one as well. And this is all that I did for the tier tray. So I did make the sleigh. Everything was all handmade. I did make this little ski guy, which I thought he was a clothespin, which I thought was cute. I did make this little guy, and I made the back little stand out of cardboard so it can stand up. I made the little shadow box, which I think came out cute as well. And the ornament, all this I made myself. Well, I didn't paint them, but I put them together. And then the snowflake. And then the last thing I made was the mittens, which I think came out adorable. I think they came out so cute. Okay, so again, I'm not switching that, so a little bit of red I try to incorporate because it's kind of like the same thing. Okay, so I didn't put anything in the bathroom, not until Valentine's Day, because I had some stuff for the decanter. I can't find it. Okay, so I stuck with the blue over here. So, you know, I kept the blue cups, the blue tea kettle. I think you remember that one since I've had that, what, since already 2 years. And I did fix the snowflakes on here. So I did fix them. I added, you know. And then I saw this one lady, I couldn't believe it. It's like, are you kidding me? So I saw this one lady and she was doing a garland, just like I was doing it. Except, you know how I had everything here and everything was like, let me show you if I can grab something little, like, I don't know. There's nothing really here I can grab, so I want to show you more or less how she did it. And I was like, why didn't I think of that? So I'll just grab, I love these napkins. I can't wait to work with these. I can't wait to work with these. I love these. Anyway, instead of me, like, I was flipping it this way and then putting the glue on here and then flipping it back down right, you know, right away. Was she ended, was there 2 of them here? Yeah. Was she, this is not really good. This is not good. It's not really a good way to, I'm trying to show you what she did. I'm just going to take this apart so I can show you. I'm not really, I'm messing that up. I'm trying to show you a simple thing and it's not working. Okay. Let's see if I can take this apart. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to show you of how she did it. So she get an idea. Okay. So you saw how I had it, you know, I had it like this, and then I had the string. I had it like this. You know, all of them were here, you know, all that was spread out, and they had the string underneath. So I kept going like this, putting the glue right here and sticking it, bugs, and sticking it like right here. Yeah, I got to work on that. So, but what she did was that she reversed it. And she reversed it. And then she put the glue. And then she put the what do you call it? The rope on top. And then, so she had everything right, you know, everything upside down. And I go, why didn't I think of that? So I was like, oh, okay. Okay, now I gotta. So that next time, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna lay everything down, and then I'm just gonna reverse everything and then add the twine. And it'll be a lot more easier for me to do it that way. And I was like, I don't know why I didn't think of that. So that's what we're gonna do. Let me put this back. All right, yeah, I gotta clean this whole space out. I gotta get in here, I gotta empty that out. So, yeah. So, okay, so I'm gonna be a little bit busy today. I'm gonna try to get all that done. I definitely wanna work on the shoe, and I have to work on the snowflake cookies. I haven't done those yet. And I wanna make them anyway because I don't wanna take a chance of the royal icing to start getting, what do you call, start crystallizing. So I feel like I have to hurry up and use this. So I really, really want to make those cookies. Plus, I want to make some shoe cookies as well. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put a shoe cookie on my daughter's cake or if I'm going to put the fondant cookie on my daughter's cake. But if I put the fondant cookie on my daughter's cake, I have to color it purple. I want it to be like purple and white because she wants the Lakers colors on there. So I have to work on that, but nevertheless, I am going to do it. Tell me I don't have paper here. My nose is always yard. Okay, guys. So, yeah. So, I did have a video. As you can see, I did upload it. Finally, it uploaded today. So, this one, you'll see tomorrow. Okay, guys. We'll see you in a bit. Hi, everybody. Here we are. Here we are. Anyway, today on my board, there's my board right there. It is Friday, and it's Papercrafts today. So I'm still trying, after all these years, still trying to stay true to my board. Now, I made this board like, I don't know, 10, 15, 14, maybe that much, 14 years ago, because I didn't make it here. I made it at another place where I used to live, and I was trying to make my own studio. Remember how that was such a big thing 15 years ago? You make your own little studio. And so I ended up making one like that, but then it got ruined. So then I think it was I made a new one. I think I made this one here, but I did make another one, the original one at the other place, but it was the same concept. And but this one got improved, of course. And I was still going by color coordinating everything. Sorry. So, but I finally got it done. And even my grandson, he goes, "Oh, when are you gonna follow your calendar? Oh, today's Papercraft. Oh, today's sewing. You're supposed to be baking today." They're always on me about it. And I was like, "Yeah, I know. And last year I did pretty good. I have to admit. I did come out with some creations. And I was like, wow. And the thing is, once you keep doing it, it's like, once you get into the swing of it, you don't want to stop. But there are times when I do like, I don't want to do it today, postpone it. And I could always, again, I had mentioned, I could always switch them. It's my board. I could do whatever I want with them. So anyway, today is Papercrafts, and I have to make, I'm using cardstock. I'm using my die cut machine, the spell binder, and I'm using a template that I had gotten with stairs. Now I like this apartment theme that I've been seeing a lot, and I don't know, it just looks like the back of a building, you know, where the stairs fall down. Remember those back in the day, like behind Woolworths, you would go and they would have these stairs, and then you would do it in the wind, they would fall, and then you would go up. So that's the kind of thing I was trying to build, but I haven't been able to find that. I was watching this one creator, and he had a like a 3-level, I think it was like a little miniature apartment building, and he had a lot of little things on the shelf. I go, now that is so cute. I love that. But I'm trying not to get that, but I'm trying to replicate it and put it on a card. So that's what I'm doing right now. So again, I did get the die cut, and right now I'm using this. I'm gonna really push this in. I do want to get the Gemini, the one that it just goes in by itself. That would be really awesome, but I know that one's pretty pricey, so I'll just do it by hand for now. Just do it by hand. It's from the Crafter's Companion, right? I'm pretty sure if you're a crafter, I think you know that. Yeah, it's from the Crafter's Companion. I just shut that up there. Let me make a little bit of room here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is the apartment, and I was, and it may be at a later time, I want to make one that has a bigger card, maybe a picture, and make an apartment building, but I would have to cut this off. But for right now, I'm just doing her card, so I'm not really worried about that. So, and I made the door, and this was the template that came with, where is it? all of these things, and I loved it. I don't know why I have been obsessed with stairs. Oh, I can't. I can't wait to use this one. Oh my God, I can't wait to use that one. And I think I already showed you, I already cut a few of those off. But the one I'm making is I'm trying to get the apartment done. And this is the one. And I'm trying to, and I made the door. So I already have the door. And I had to make, like, I was going to make like a little platform because I need something to connect the door and to connect the stairs. So when I was cutting stuff, I noticed I have this, and I said, perfect, I can use that. So I'm gonna put this down here under the door. I'm not gonna glue it or anything yet because I still have to, I have to get the card. And then I'm gonna put this next to the stairs because she has to have a walkway because it has a door. And now I cut these little guys out in separate little, you know, squares. Let's see if they come out. So I have a vase. I have a little tree that where'd it go? Oh, a little tree that I cut out. And then I have the little cat. Now see if the little cat comes out. You might have to poke it a little bit. I think it came out. Oh shoot. It came out the wrong way. I didn't want it that color. I wanted this color. So we're gonna have to do that one over again. So, okay. So I'm gonna do that over. Where was that? Okay, so I'm gonna do that over. And instead of, let me put this away before I get confused. I'm gonna put it here so I'll know which way to do it. So it's gonna be this way. I'm gonna do this again. I wanted an orange cat. I didn't want that yellow cat. It's just too orangey. Okay, we'll do that in a second. So then I got the, oh, I cut right through the vase. Oh, I see, no wonder it got stuck to the paper. Okay. All right. So we're gonna put the vase in here. We're gonna put the flower on top. Okay, you'll be able to see through the, what do you call it? And now, yeah, I didn't want to move all this again, but I'm gonna have to because I need that cat. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back down. And I'll try to see if I can get that orange cat without moving everything. Hopefully I can do it, but I really need that orange cat. I didn't think it was, you know, going to. Okay, that should do it. This guy looks like it's, I don't know how to bend these things back. You see how it's warped? They said to put it in something, but I forgot what it was. Okay, so we got the orange cat. All right, I'm gonna take this off. Yeah, I've learned to use washi tape to keep everything stable. Okay, let's take the cat out. And okay, there's the orange cat. I wanted an orange cat. I didn't want a yellow cat. I don't even know where it went. Oh, sorry, excuse me. It's the coffee. And guys, always make yourself a, what do you call it, a scrap case. This way, you know, when, especially if you're doing little things, you can always find little papers in here instead of using a big block of construction paper. Okay, so I'm putting all that there, and I could have sworn I had glasses here somewhere. Well, let's go. I always have glasses everywhere here. And so, oh, I feel like sneezing. Man, it rained a lot yesterday. I was telling my grandson that it rained a lot. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this up carefully. And I'm going to make the cat, I want the cat to walk up the stairs. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, shoot. I want to be able to see the cat walk up the stairs. I'm trying to get it to where his paws would be at. He's going to have to be at an angle. I'm going to push this down because it has to meet the level with the, I'm just going to use this to push everything. And then whatever this little sprigs was. I think I could put leaves on here. I probably will. But for the sake to save time, because I will put this all on the envelope. So, okay. So that's how it's going to look on the envelope. Now, do I want to put it on a, I can't put it on a black building because of the vase. So what I was thinking about was maybe using some kind of, maybe red behind it. It has to be light red. I don't want it, this would have been nice because it has the texture, but I don't know. It has to be some kind of light red. Or something. You know, they should make a pad like that. Something that has like building backgrounds, you know? Like brick. I don't see anything. Because usually buildings are either yellow. I mean, it could use yellow, but I think yellow would be like way too bright. Where is the yellow? Oh, that's gold. I need yellow. Let me see. And yellow. I think maybe. No, that's not good. Are there any pads over here? This one I see some pads. I had some 6 by. Trying to think. No, this is more like a whimsical kind of pad, and it doesn't have any brick, like a brick. This would be cute, kind of, right? I mean, it's just for the card. No, it can't because the cat's orange. So that goes that. Not so much for that. This one, it's kind of okay. Not bad, but not great. I would have to cut out the whole. I would have to cut out the whole, what do you call it, square, and then put all that on here. So I think this would work. I would just have to, because it has some kind of texture. You know what I mean? Because it's going on the card. So I think this will work. Has a nice texture. Too bad it doesn't have like bricks. But I think that would be cute. And I'll put all that on top of here. And then, of course, I'll put it on the card. The only thing about making cards like this is that you always have to worry. Yeah, because this is like way too dark. I mean, I don't know. It's just too dark for me. Or too bright. you would have to like literally, let me put all this so you can see, do this all over again. See, so we're gonna put that there. Hopefully it will fit. And then we have the cat. Oh, you'll get the idea. And you want this down here just so I can see that it will fit. I have to take into consideration the stairs. So I'll be gluing all this down, of course. I need tweezers for that. Everything just moves around. Then I'll make the little leaves. It's not going to look perfect. I'm pretty sure it's going to shift like it just did. And then stick, oops, and well, this will be okay. They put the, this will look cute right there, although I did want, how much you try not to touch it. Okay. Okay, so I have to fix the cat, and I think this is way too over there. Okay, I think that looks better. I'll fix the cat. I think it looks perfect. Like I said, I really wanted to do the apartment thing, but I just realized I can't because the card's not that big. And you always have to take into consideration the size of your card. That's the other thing too. So this is how it's gonna look, and of course I'll put like happy birthday whatever here. I'm gonna cut this whole square out and put it in front of the card, and then on the inside I'll write, you know, whatever sentiment. But I think this is cute. I like the door. I like how everything came out cute. Again, you just gotta use your little scraps to make all the little pieces. This here's the cat. And right, so I was like, no, I don't want a yellow cat. And again, I couldn't, no, see, wouldn't be able to use it because it's too, you know, or having a cat walk up here, or having a cat in the background, you know what I'm saying? You always gotta play with everything. So I'm the last one to talk. I should be doing that with my Cricut. I should be doing that with Canva, right? I got a lot of playing around to do with stuff, and I'm not getting on it, but I know I should. Okay, so that's how it's gonna look. I'm gonna look for my my card pack, which I think is over there, if I'm not mistaken. It's the brown box. So, and then I have to, what do you call it? Paste it, put it all together. But I think that came out, I think that looks cute. I really do. Again, I'll put a stamp, happy birthday, and call it a day, and then I'll probably put some stickers on the inside, you know, to make it look pretty. I like using stickers on the outside of the envelope as well, just to decorate the envelope so it won't be so plain. So I like to do that as well. My sister-in-law got me into that one, so kudos to her, because she sent me a letter, and it had a sticker on it. And I was like, this is such a cool idea. I love it. So thank you, Rosa. So I'm always grabbing little tips from everybody from here and there. So now I do the same thing too. So it's so cool. And I like to use vintage stickers. I don't know why. It just makes the envelope look softer and not so plain white. You know what I'm saying? Because usually envelopes are white unless you buy the color coordinated envelope with the card, which they usually do. But usually if you're doing homemade cards, you don't have that color coordinated envelope. You know, you only get those when you buy them, you know, at the stores. But at least this way it gives the white envelope some color, and you can always distress the envelopes, you know, around the envelope to coordinate with the color of the stickers. So there you go. Okay, so I did like the way that came out, so I'm really happy about it. And Papercrafts is done today. I do want to get started on the platform to make my porcelain clay shoe. I have to work on that. And then I have to work on making some dresses with porcelain clay. They're going to be flat though, they're not going to be thick. Um, Probably the dresses are going to look more like my forms over there, like my dress forms or dresses. They're going to basically look like that, but they're going to be flat, and they're going to either they're going to be keychains, or they'll probably end up more being keychains. I can't make them into to put them on cards because I have all that. I have little dress forms and stuff like that for cards. I mean, I want it to be like a keychain form. So I have to work on, that's what I'm going to be working on today. And later on today, yes, I do need to get and play around with Canva. I need to play around with my Cricut and find out what they suggest, because I just have to start working with it. And I want to start, I worked with it a little bit last year, but not too much of to the point where I should have been cranking out things like left and right, but I didn't. I just did a few things here, a few things there. But this year I really want to, you know, I really want to utilize it. So we'll see. And plus I'm paying for it, especially for the Cricut. I'm paying for it, so I might as well make use of it, right? So yeah. Okay, so that's how the card's gonna look. And when I'm, you know, done with it, I'll show you the outside. I mean the inside, you know, but I won't show you the outside because you know how it is. People take one glance at something, then your idea will be up plastered all over the place, you know, and you won't get credit for it. Like, you never get credit for it. Somebody else will definitely take your idea and run with it. Like, they'll run with it. Why? Because they could. Because they could. Yeah. Oh, well, it is what it is. And to me, I really don't care. This is what we're here for, right? To share with one another. Okay, so that's how it's going to look. And once I'm done with the whole card, I'll show you how it will look like. Okay, guys, we'll see you in a bit. Don't forget to like, subscribe, definitely comment. And definitely if you want to see me make the porcelain clay shoe and the porcelain clay keychains. And then later on, because our birthday is coming up, it's mine and my daughter's birthday. So I'll be making her a cake with a shoe on top. And of course, that won't be porcelain, that'll be fondant. And then she wants a purple and yellow cake. So I'm going to make purple and yellow roses. And yeah. And then of course, I'm going to make her personal cake with the shoe on top. So that's going to be fun to do. So yeah, try to be creative, and just, you know, these days, you know, everything's expensive, and you know, you're trying to cut corners here and there, and they're just charging way too much for cakes these days. It's just crazy. But I do want to make a Valentine cake. I have it too, the heart one. I have it. Okay, guys, we'll see you in a bit. Have a great day. Okay, guys. I'm chewing on some micanites. Anyway, I am making I'm doing a shrinking dink right now. And I had this coloring book, and as a matter of fact, I have a whole bunch of these. But I wanted to just trace a few, and I wanted to see if the Shrinky Dink will, what do you call it, let me, shrink it. Now, some of these pages were too big, like this is way too big. I would need a full sheet in order to do that. As soon as I find them, I'm going to do this big sheet. I want to see how small it'll shrink. I want to do this one too. Um, I definitely want to do her right here, okay? But I got a feeling when I shrink her, she's going to be like half the size, like up to here. But I'm going to try it out anyway. And then I really want to do this one, but again, I need the big sheet, which for some reason I still can't find. But this is I would have to use one of those big sheet, and I love it because it has the stairs. But that's gonna have to wait till I find the big sheets, or I'll order them. Then again, the same thing with this one. I would like to do this one, but it's only gonna show like half, because I don't think the whole Shrinky Dink, unless I do it like on a corner. Okay, so this I'm gonna take out. Oh my God, I thought I went through the other side. Okay. Oopsies. Let me take it off this way. Now it came out like that. Now I did wanted to use harder markers, but I couldn't find anything that would really what do you call it? Take this off before it makes this page worse. Okay. Like really hard. Like, I mean, I could trace it with a Sharpie, but I just want to see how it comes out just looking like this. I'll do another one where I just want to practice with the colors. You can see it's kind of like see-through. I mean, it's not really dark, and you can see there's a lot of blotches, you know, a lot of blotches where I think it was this one, the color didn't take. So, and let me see if I can do the eyebrows a little bit darker. Yeah, because it doesn't really. I made the brows a little bit darker. Can't really see her ear, but let's go shrink it and let's go see how it comes out. Maybe I'll do another one and I'll practice with the colors. What? But for right now, I just want to see how it's gonna come out. So let's cut this up. Let's cut it up and let's see. What do you want? And we'll take it and we'll go shrink it. I'm not going to be able to do a lot. I'm just going to cut around it. Not too much. Oh, I forgot the hole puncher, didn't I? I did. I know I had the... Let me look for the hole puncher. Okay. So I ended up cutting her wand out. That's what I get for doing things too fast. That's okay. So I'll know next time to be more careful. And then I did find the hole puncher, but when I was ready to do the hole puncher thing, I ended up going right over it and I cut it. So the hole is there now, and there's nothing really I can do about it. Unless I go a little bit more in. That's all I can really do. Yeah, that's all I can really do. Okay, because I wanted the hole to be up here, but it ended up being there. Okay, and there's not really much I can do about it. Like I did, it does look kind of weird, but I'll keep practicing. I'll practice with another one, and I'll practice with, because I do have different markers. I do have the Collie Art. I do have, I forgot what these are called. Hold on. So these are just regular permanent markers. And then these are the Posca, which, excuse me, I really don't care too much for these. I don't know, there's just something about the texture I don't like. So I might just be using the Collie Art, the watercolor markers, and maybe these the next time. So I'm gonna try them out with all of them. They're all gonna be the same, except it's gonna be, you know, or maybe something different, for I won't have all the same thing. But let's go and shrink this. See how it looks. Okay, so I'm just gonna give this a couple of minutes. I have it on 250, and I'm gonna give it like maybe, I don't know, less than 10 minutes. I don't think it'll take longer than that. I forgot what I put it on the last time. I don't know what this is. I think this is a timer. Okay, so that should be hot enough. So let's put this in. And we'll just, I know there's not enough light in here. And we'll see. I already did a few. Remember, I did the, what do you call it? What was it called? The Christmas ones. And I just gotta wait for it to curl up. I'm not really worried about putting parchment paper or anything like that, because we always use foil to cover that up anyway. So I don't see nothing happening. I know it took a while the last time. There, I think there it goes. There it goes. And you just wait until it flattens out by itself. It just uncurls by itself eventually. That's what I do. I just let it flatten out. And you could use something flat, maybe like a cardboard or something, if I can find one. And I think that one's almost done. And it just goes right back down to itself. So it's still going. Okay, let me flatten it out, and I'll show you how it looks in a bit. Okay, so it came out like that. And it's nice and hard. Nice and hard. I mean, the color, regardless of how it looked on the paper, it came out pretty together here, right? Remember how it looked a second ago? And then back here, the same thing. It kind of like, reminds me of, what's her name? Betty in the Flintstones. That's what it reminds me of. That's what she reminds me of. But the colors came out pretty, I like how the colors came out on here. I like how it came out. I don't know why it came out red by the ear. I don't remember putting red there at all. Oh, that was her hair. And I was like, why does she have red under there? That was supposed to be part of her hair. And I think I put it way too, I didn't put it under her ear. So that was her hair, that's why. But I think it came out cute, and I think I should have cut a little bit more inside by the face a little bit. But yeah, just put a string on it, and she's good like for an ornament or for anything. So the next one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make I really want to do, the cake right here. I really want to do that one. But I'm always trying to figure out, you know, because if you see, you're going to notice the size that it's going to come out. So it'll probably be a little bit smaller. That's how big she was. She was pretty big. Almost the same size. So it would come out like this size. This big thing. But I think and I don't have nothing else that would be shorter than this. I mean, I hate to waste this because it's a big block. And the only thing I could think of to use that would probably be, where was it? Where was it? She was by the kitchen. Right? Oh, it's this one. But it's not, I don't know. And this one. It will probably be a lot, it would probably be half. So I'm going to try that one next. But not right now because I don't have time. But I definitely want to try that one. Might have to put it on an angle. So when you have a certain thing like that and you know it's not big enough, just instead of going like this, put it on an angle and you can cover, you know, most of what you want to do. Like I wanted to do this one, but I know the sheet wasn't big enough. It was going with the stairs. Like this, but I know the sheet wouldn't cover her. But if I put the sheet on an angle, it would cover her. It would cover her whole thing. But I think it would be shorter because I think the sheet only comes up to here. But you know what I mean? Just put it on an angle if it doesn't all fit. Instead of going straight, go like that. Okay? And then you can get the full length. But I definitely want to try her next. But right now, I'm going to stop here. And like I said, I'll do her later. And I'll let you know how that comes out. So she came out cute. Where am I going to put it? I had the vaguest idea. Maybe I'll just put it on a string and give it to somebody. I just don't like how it has those dents. It has like dents in there. That's the only thing I don't like. They don't have bubbles. They just have dents. Maybe I'll find a block and try to keep it more flat. But, yeah. I like the way she came out. Okay, guys. On to the next project. We'll see you in a bit. All right, guys. Hi, everybody. So, this is how the card came out. I really like it. I think it came out cute. Now, I did show you all the tiny little die cuts that I use. As you can see, there's the cat. I wish it was more orange because you could barely see him. And then, of course, there's the vase. And I should have had put a window up here to make it look, you know, more of a building. But then I ended up thinking, oh, but I wouldn't have had room to put happy birthday there. And I did stamp happy birthday. Now, what I did do extra because it was only this, and now there's something missing here. Like it doesn't look like a building. It just seems like, you know, it was just thrown on there. So I couldn't think of what to do. And I'm like, no, there has to be something else I could put up there. So then for some strange reason, I thought of an awning. And I think I've been watching a lot of Bake Shop, the miniature, like people putting little miniature bakeries and cafes and things like that. And I'm always seeing them having awnings. So I say, you know what? I can use an awning up here. So right away, I remember I made a boat for, I think it was, for, what was it? The nautical. And I made some white boats, and I remember having the waves. So I just traced the waves out of the silhouettes that I had from the boats. And that's how I got the awning. Now there is some lines. You can see the lines that I kind of like used to not emboss, but what do you call that thing when you like that tool that you use to, well, embossing, I guess it's called, to emboss the, what do you call it, lines to make it look more like an awning. Of course, I curved it. So everything, I think I did try, I think I did find something and I just traced it. But it was really, really simple to make. But now it looks perfect. It looks more unified. It looks more like a building. And like I said, the window, I think the window was missing here, but I guess I'll do that next time on another card. I did put some sentiments in here. Not a lot. I still have to write in it, but because I have to mail this out by tomorrow. So I did put some stickers in here and one over here. And I just put happy birthday, cake, and little, I think these are like little perfume bottles. Little perfume bottles. I put some there, and then I put some on the bottom. No, I'm not going to color them. I think they look fine just the way they are. And then, of course, right here, I'll be writing, you know, happy birthday or whatever. But I think it came out cute. But the most part, I think I nailed it with the awning. So that's how the card came out. And, yeah, I can't wait to mail it out. I think it'll be fine. It doesn't weigh a lot. So I think I can get away with the one. I still have those forever stamps. So yeah, again, you can't really put too much on the card, because once you mail it, it's gonna cost a lot if you keep putting this and this and that, and then you have to get bubble wrap and, you know, all that stuff. But I think this will work with the forever stamps. So I think I'm good with that. So yeah, this is the card I made for her, and I really, really hope she likes it. Okay, guys, I have to get out of here. I have to run to the store. Again, I'm really happy with the way the card came out. And I don't know what it is, but once you get the bug, it's like, I want to make another one. I want to make another one. Okay, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, definitely comment, and follow me if you want to see me make new creations of what I'm doing. I do have a heart idea to put on the window. I already took everything down, the Christmas tree. I'll show you all of that. And I have an idea if it will work to have something hang on my windows like I did for Christmas. Okay, guys, we'll talk about it later. We'll see you in a bit.